Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee, and Shuddy got a man.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here you go, right here. Lady! Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey. Watch twins! Watch twins! Mike 35! Mike 35! Block! 35 is the Mike!
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
First down and goal to go.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
Good. Makes the score Titans 7, Browns 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
18 on the play.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And he'll They'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Nick Chubb. Adoree Jackson on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack it back at the 42.
Baker Mayfield sacked. A loss of 4 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
His throw caught right around the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and goal at the 7.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
A 10-yard
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mayfield down. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
That'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, here's Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
3rd and 2.
Tannehill. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down carry for Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill out to the right to Humphries. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
1st and 10.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Titans 7, Browns 3.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
1st and 10.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Just like that. Just like that.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Tannehill. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
7-yard line.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. picked by Riley Harrison. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Take over first and
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Odell Beckham. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
Is good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
At the 41.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. And Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But now it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that'll back him up 5. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Mayfield's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own. Yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill going right side here, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Again, it's Henry. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Henry, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Rashaan Evans on the tackle. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
Now Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Mayfield's pass, incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run on first down. Henry, about 3 yards there to the 27.
22, Derrick Henry.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Giorgio Tavecchio for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
The score, Titans.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Browns 17.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
To throw, Mayfield. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Tight right.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 48 yards.
Down and goal to go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Titans 34, Browns 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Henry, the ball
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 44. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
35's the mic. Watch the screen.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Keep it up, guys. 35's the mic. Check, 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 check.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw is Tannehill. He'll let this go for the end zone. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Come on, keep giving it to him. Let's go.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's get this all day.
And a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
On the fake extra point.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. I'm coming up to you. Check it out.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 47 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Titans 41, Browns 23.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said,
"Oh, this is taken in. It's complete." Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One last shot from Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
they will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll have another home date next week.